What do you think is going to happen up until Sunday?
Well, I don't know if the participants in the negotiations know what's going to happen, and markets have been up and down about what's going to happen, and we analysts who are supposedly following every moment and every line have also found it difficult. I suppose we can say that it seems that we now into a position of the Greeks presenting a proposal through the European Stability Mechanism, and that the details of the conditions involved in getting a bailout of funding for up to 3 years from the European Stability Mechanism are being discussed as we speak in detail, and probably by, we're told, by tomorrow morning a proposal from the Greeks with details worked out with the help of technical assistance, apparently French ones as well, will be presented to the board of the ESM, and if they, which is basically the Eurozone finance ministers, and if they approve that and say it is a viable prospect, then presumably we're moving on to actually working out the details of a memorandum of understanding, and Greece will get its funding. But I suspect, Louisa, that some of the conditions will not just be the harsher conditions on the fiscal targets and what Greece has to do, but also they'll have to show that they mean they're going to do it. And I suspect they may well be asked to call a Greek Parliament meeting on Saturday and to push through measures straight away to show the ESM and the Eurogroup that they do mean business.
What if they can't agree?
Well, I think that's still quite a high possibility that clearly any agreement with the European Stability Mechanism will mean conditions that were worse than Tsipras went back to Athens and called a referendum on, and the Greek people rejected. What they're going to get is worse conditions than they had back in June the 26th. The only difference might be that this is a 3-year package, and that within that package may be some debt relief, reducing the amount they have to pay each year, spreading it way back further, reducing the cost of that payment, which means that the debt servicing is much easier to manage and perhaps gives them some fiscal space within the package. So it's possible that we get a deal where Tsipras goes back to Parliament and says, yes, things are worse, but over 3 years it's a good deal, as best we can get, and we should take it. Or he may say, again, like he did, surprised the markets and the rest of us 2 weeks ago, that no, it's too much, we're not going to swallow it. I really can't say which way it's going to go, but if that's what happens, then on Saturday the Eurogroup and the Eurofinance ministers will say no deal, and on Sunday all the heads of state of all 28 members of the European Union will say, okay, well that's it, we're pulling the plugs on credit to Greece and they will have to manage on their own now.